Okay, children, now we resume. Now we are going to see the iterative statements. Okay, iterative statements, the other name is loop. Right. So for loop in Python is entry control, exit control, it is none of the above. Okay. Break in Python is used to terminate a loop. A loop block in Python starts with a colon. Which of the following loop is not supported by Python programming? That is do while. Which of the following is not a valid keyword of Python associated with loop? The answer is check. Okay. Which is true for loop? These two are correct. Python's for loop is used to iterate over items of list, tuple, dictionary, set, or a string. And the else clause of the false loop for loop executes when the loop terminates naturally. Okay. Which of the following is false? Loops are used to perform certain tasks repeatedly. This statement is true. While loop is used when multiple statements are to be executed until a given condition becomes true. Is this is the false statement. Okay. Unless the given condition remains true. Okay. When it becomes false, then the statements will stop. Okay. See, while condition colon, then there is a block of statements. Now, if the condition till the condition remains true, as long as the condition remains true, the block will execute. Okay, right? When this condition becomes false, when this condition becomes false, at the time only we'll exit out of the loop, right? Which of the following is true regarding loops in Python? Loop should be ended with the keyword and. No. No loop can be used to iterate through the elements of string. Wrong. For loop can be used to iterate through the elements of string. Continue is used to continue with the remaining statements. No. Okay. It is used to skip the remaining statements. Okay. So this is the statement which is, sorry, this is also false. Okay. Break can be used to bring control out of the current loop. Yes, this is the correct statement. When does the else statement return after the loop executes? Okay, so when the loop condition becomes false, then only else will be executed. Counter control loop, which is a counter control loop, for is a counter control loop. Okay, right? So what this kind of loop will do, it will repeat the code a specific amount of times, right? Upendra wants to continuously check for a correct answer each time user enter a value. What loop he should use? Okay, so he should use while loops. He should use while loop because it is not sure how many times the user will enter a value. Another word for iteration is a repetition. Okay, Upendra wants to allow the program to repeatedly ask the user to enter their choice if it does not equal to the answer. Okay, so which loop out of these four should be used? Choice does not equal answer. So choice does not equal answer. Okay. Next. To access a list which contains 10 elements, which of the following uses of range can be done? 10 elements means the index will be from 0 to 9. Okay. And when we want from 0 to 9, we have to use range 10, or we can use range 0 comma 10. Okay. How will you create a loop to iterate over the contents of the list? This is the correct option, right? See, if we want to use range, then we have to use, instead of days, we have to write here range function cannot be used actually with the list. Okay, if we want to use range, then we have to use len of month days. So it will become something totally different, right? Now, like here, like this. Then here you cannot write days. You have to write month days, square bracket days. Okay, then it will be correct. Month days 0, it will refer to the first element only, right? So option B is the correct one. For I in range 2 comma 7 comma 2, print I multiplied by dollar. Now, in Python, whenever a character multiplies with an integer, the result is a replication. Okay, means repetition of the character, right? So for I in range 272, so I will be getting the values 2, 4, and 6. So when 2 multiplies with dollar, the result is dollar dollar. Okay, so that is why B is the correct answer. Okay, sorry. Output of the following code: x equal to a b c d e f, I equal to a, while I in x print I. Okay, Now what will happen here? This statement will never become false. Why? Because I value is not changing inside the loop. Okay. And since the I value is not changing inside the loop, there is going to be an infinite loop. Okay. Right. Find the output of the following program sequence. A is equal to 110 while A is greater than 100. Print A ending with hash and A minus equal to 2. So the initially value is 110. So 110 followed by a hash. Since it is greater than 100, so this value will not come. It will start from 110, 108, 106, 104, 102. Okay. So both of B and C are the correct options, right? In the actual question, you will find like this. Okay. It should be like this. Then B is the correct answer. All right. Next. For I in range 20. Sorry, children, there was a little network disturbance. So we'll see this question again. For I in country, print I and equal to. Now you can see that there is nothing, okay, between the two codes. So this will be the output. Okay, right? Please understand one thing. The for loop goes to all the values contained after in. Yes.
Screen is not visible, sir.
Huh?
Screen is not visible.
Okay, 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 okay. Is it visible now?
Yes, sir.
Sir, now visible, sir.
Visible? Okay. Right. So output of question number 24 is A. Okay. Why it is A? Because here there is no space between the quotes. Okay. B output would have been there if it was like and equal to, right, like this, meaning that there is some space in between the quotes. All right. C would have been the output if there was no end statement. Okay. Then you see for iterates over all the values which are present after n. Okay. It is the range function. If we say 0 to 5, it is the range function which provides the value 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Therefore, the for loop will iterate over these values. Right? By and large, any sequence is given. So, the for loop will iterate over each and every character. Okay. So, that is why the option cannot come in any of the cases. All right. Next. Find the find the output of the following program segment. While I less than 9, if I mod 4 equal 0, sum equal to sum plus I equal to I plus 2. Okay, so now let us run this program. Okay, so this is I and this is sum. Both are initialized with 0. Okay, while I is less than 9, condition is true. If I mod 4 equal 0, yes, it is equal to 0. Sum equal to sum plus I, sum equal to 0 plus 0 remains at 0 only. Okay. I equal to I plus 2. So I becomes 0 plus 2 is 2. Okay. Then while I is less than 9, 2 is less than 9, condition is true. I mod 4 equal 0. No, condition is false. I equal to I plus 2. So sum will remain 0 only. Now it becomes 4. Condition is true. Condition of the loop is again true. If I mod 4 equal to 0, condition is true. Sum equal to sum plus I. Now sum becomes 0 plus 4, that is 4. Okay. Then I equal to I plus 2, I becomes 6. Again, while I less than 9, condition true. This condition, if condition will be false, then it will be 8. While condition will be true. Okay. Right. Then if condition will be true, then I equal to I plus 2, I becomes 10. I becomes 10, so loop condition becomes false. So the control comes from print to while to print statement. So the output sum, that is the value 12, is printed. Got it? Yes, children? Children, this is the way in which the output based questions should be attempted. Okay, if you attempt in this manner, you will definitely get the correct value. Okay. Now the next question. For x in range 1, comma 4, for y in range 2, comma 5, if x into y greater than 6, break, otherwise print x into y. So the value of x is going to be 1, comma 2, comma 3, and value of y will be 2, 3, 4. Okay, right? So first value x will be for initially x equal to 1, y equal to 2. So 1 and 2. So 1 into 2 not greater than 6. So the first value to be printed will be 2. Then second value 1 into 3, that is 3. Then 1 into 4, that is 4. Second value 2 to the 4. Okay. Then 2 to the 4, 2 3 the 6. Okay. Then 2 4 the 8. At that time the loop will break. So up to here only it should print. So the output is none of these. Okay. Right. Okay, children. So now we'll see question number 28. Which of the following is considered an infinite loop? So whatever loop which is having the statement of while, the condition of while as a true, okay. So that is this one. Okay. How many times the message hello will come? While 0. 0 is a false value. 1 is a true value. Okay. So while 0 means not at all. Okay. How many times this loop will run while 1 is given? So 1 is true. So this is an infinite loop. Okay. How many times will this loop run? While 1 equal 2. The condition is false itself. It will not run at all. Okay. Python doesn't support any exit control loop. Right. Now question number 34. Which of the following calls to range will not yield anything? 1 minute.
Sir, option C.
Yes. This will yield nothing, right? Why it is so? Because when we say range 0 to -5, so we are going from 0 to -5 by adding 1 at every time. We cannot go from 0 to -5 by adding 1. From -5, we can go to -1 by adding 1. -1 to -5, we can go by subtracting 1. Okay, so therefore C will not yield anything. Right? For I in range 10, print I. What will be the final value of I? Yes, right. Yes. After the loop is executed, see, range will give the values from 0 to 9. So the last value will be 9 only. Okay, the last value of I will be 9. Right? So the answer is 9. Okay. So children, we have seen a good number of questions today. I will be I think this much practice is enough for today, right?